The temperatures outside routinely topping 100 degrees, but we are inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. That sound of the big red siren brings the Cardinals and their fans to action. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Kansas City Chiefs and the Arizona Cardinals. It's a fresh start for both of these clubs. Here we go, week 1 of the NFL preseason. Here comes DJ Dallas on the return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So the Cardinals come out, and they are led by their quarterback, Kyler Murray. Man, time flies, Greg. The number 1 overall pick in 2019, the 7th year for Murray leading the Birds.
I just love watching Kyler Murray play quarterback, Mike, because it just reminds you that they come in all shapes and sizes. I mean, to be this small, but this fast and have that much arm talent, you just don't see that combination very often, let alone in the NFL. But we are now more than a year removed from that knee injury. I think he's ready to prove that he was worth that number 1 overall pick just a few seasons ago, and he considers himself one of the better quarterbacks in the NFL now that he's fully healthy again.
Oh, right at the outset, he lost the football. And fortunately, their center able to rein it in, and they'll retain possession.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
This opening drive not going as scripted. It is 3rd and long. Gonna work Connor in the middle here. And he's only gonna be able to get back to the line. That's all. 3 plays to start. Quick 4th down.
I used to have a coach that in these situations say, we're going to call a play, Mike, that in essence just adds yards to the punt. So it's 3rd and a mile. Pick up as many as you can. If you pop one for the 1st down, great. But if not, you bring out the punt team, and however many yards you picked up on 3rd down, you add it on top of the punt.
Here's Remigio. So here come the Chiefs, and that means the 3-time Super Bowl MVP, twice the league MVP. Almost hard to believe, Greg, it's season 9 for Patrick Mahomes.
And we all know how talented this guy is, Mike, right? From the physical sense, that's obvious. But what really separates him, and it really came through when we had a chance to talk to him this week, is really his ability to operate from the neck up. His processing speed, his decision-making. It seems like he's always one step ahead of the defense, and when he's on, he's proven to be really hard to beat.
Off the play fake, here's Mahomes. He's got his tight end. That's Travis Kelce. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. 1st down. Right back to Kelce again. And he'll be taken down, but we have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up 1st and goal. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. That's to the end zone and is batted away. It is incomplete. Here's another shot from the 6 at 2nd and goal. To the air once more. It's Mahomes. That is caught by the tight end, Travis Kelce. Touchdown, Chiefs. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size. their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Cards offense going to take over now for the second time. And, Greg, week one here in the preseason. Look, we know a lot of the guys who are going to make the roster, but there's still a lot to happen in training camp that players can find their way to a spot on the opening Sunday.
No, we hear these stories all the time, Mike, where there's a little buzz about a guy in training camp and coming out of the local beat reporters and maybe the coaches talking about him a little bit. But then there's the surrounding question is he going to make the roster? And it's really what they do in these preseason games away from practice that ends up being the deciding factor. And how often do we see not only do they make the roster, but in some cases they go on to really have critical roles down the line as the season unfolds. So I know to a lot of fans and some of the veterans, these games don't feel like a whole lot, but to some guys on that sideline, their entire career is in front of them.
And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
It's a gain of 23 yards. That's good for a Cardinals first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Murray. Headed left, buying time.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his first and second read, but what they fail to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
And he'll lean forward, getting this to about the 35. Drew Tranquil up to make the tackle.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
And the defense can't love to stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
A 7-yard gain. And the Cardinals first down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
On play action, Murray. That thrown short, caught by Lyman. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down.
A gain of 7 brings up 2nd down at the 20-yard line.
Now they'll pitch it out here. And it doesn't appear that he got to that first down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
They'll run the sneak, trying to find any CD. But the push, too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
First down.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
On the handoff, it's Connor. And good red zone running here, taking it inside the 10-yard line. Pick up of 8.
Brings up 2nd down.
Now it's 2nd and 1. Out of the pistol, it's Murray. He can't get away, and he loses the football. And no turnover here, but the Cards able to get the football and get on it to keep possession.
Steps out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Murray on 3rd down. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes. That is George Karlaftis getting in there for the sack. It's got to feel great as he gets this preseason off on the right foot.
A 35-yard attempt.
And oh, how about this early on? They blocked the kick.
Yeah, it just felt like that one was out of rhythm from the start, Mike. So what you're looking for is the kicker, the holder, and the long snapper to be able to all work in unison. And it just seemed that half-second delay getting into the motion gave the defense all it needed to get through and block that kick.
It's incomplete. Second and 10.
Coverage by Max Melton.
Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. He'll get that complete to Isaiah Pacheco. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. Here's first and 10.
First down, Kansas City.
Here's a toss to Pacheco. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. Lost one on the last play, so now it's second and 11. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. It finds the hands of Marquise Brown. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25. Big play for KC. 42 yards. On first and 10, it's Mahomes. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Mahomes looking to throw on second down. That one knocked away. In the end zone, incomplete. What a good job locating the football by the defense where it matters most. And it'll bring up third down. And it'll be taken down with the first down as time will run out on this opening quarter. The Chiefs have it here to start quarter number 2 as they go to work on first and goal. Right back to the air for Mahomes. They're trying to set up the screen here with Pacheco. A second effort, and he is in. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, Kansas City. And Butker on for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Chiefs extend their advantage to 13-0.
Cardinals nothing.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. DJ Dallas now to return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Out comes the Arizona offense. They get ready for their next possession. They find themselves down 13-0 here. They try to get things started offensively. It's first and 10.
Great timing and anticipation. The second the tight end's head turned around, the quarterback put the ball on him, and now it's, hey, let's see who wants to tackle this big guy and bring him to the ground.
It's picked up by one of his teammates.
Sometimes these games in the NFL, Mike, they get decided by simply how the ball bounces. I mean, how often do we see a quarterback